Hello and welcome, everybody. Big Three Sports Talk Show back at you. A bit of a slow week, All-Star break, MLB still in the lockout, NFL deep into the offseason. But we still have content for you. Nate, what's our normal segment this week?
Well, we got Player of the Week, and this week we'll be giving it to Ja Morant, the third-year player out of Murray State, playing very well for the 3-seed Grizzlies in his last two games. Scored 46 on February 26th against the Bulls on pretty decent efficiency, but his game against the Spurs a couple nights ago was really what stood out to me. 52 points on 22 for 30 shooting. Very, very efficient. Got 7 rebounds as well. So he did a lot for the Grizzlies in a very strong season from them, kind of a breakout team this year. Ion, who was our player of the week, or this day in sports history, excuse me.
This day in sports history, today is Jason Tatum's birthday. And I just wanted to highlight that because the Celtics have actually had an upward trend after their first, 30-something games or 40 games. They're actually turning it around a lot right now, and they're playing like an all-star caliber team. They're all gelling really well after all the doubts. And I just, happy birthday to Jason Tatum. But he's been balling, as has Jaylen Brown. Things have been going good for them so far. They're on a win streak right now. We'll see if they keep that up into the playoffs. And speaking of NBA, that is what we're going to be doing. Speaking of NBA, we're going to be doing, are we doing the tier list or? Yeah, we are. So these guys just chose this to shame my team.
Yes, we did.
So
basically,
I guess we'll start with the list there. The Hawks, as it stands right now, are 10th in the Eastern Conference, 29-32. Washington is one game behind them to get into the play-in, but I'll give him a play-in berth. Fine.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment of the Hawks.
Okay. Quickly before we start, do we want to cap finals contenders at 2 per conference, or maybe 5?
I say 5 total. Yeah,
5 total. Okay.
Yeah. I think the Hawks this year, I had high expectations for them after their little run in the playoffs, but it hasn't been all that it has made out to be. So I think playing is a pretty fair assessment.
I think bottom of play-in or top of mid.
Yeah, it will take. I think they could definitely make it out of the play-in though. I mean, if Trae Young just has a good night,
I'd give them mid. Honestly, I don't really believe in them as much. But yeah, we'll keep them playing. Next team, Celtics. As I was talking about, they've had a turnaround here. I'd actually put them into a playoff lock because they're the 6th seed right now, and they just keep going. And I think the 5 and 4 seed, I gotta check that, but the 5 and 4 seed in the East at least have not been like doing as good.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think is a lock to stay there in Miami, Chicago, Philly, and Milwaukee.
Yeah, but like I think
Cleveland's ahead of them. They probably jump above Cleveland, then lock themselves into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they do.
They'll avoid the play-in. The Nets. So Nate, we'll put them in playoff lock. The Nets are 32-31. They're 4.5 games behind the 6th seed to avoid the play-in. Is it crazy to put them as a finals contender?
No,
I mean, the big if is, will Ben Simmons be able to, get up to basketball shape quick enough, and will he be able to play well? That's the big question for me.
Maybe we should rename playoff lock, because I don't think the Nets are necessarily a playoff lock, but I think they could also make a deep run into the.
I don't think so. Okay. We're basing this too much on
what if we did play-in, first round exit, deep run, finals
deep run, sure.
Okay.
No, okay. Wait, do play-in / first round exit, because we still need mid, because there's teams that I don't think should tank, but are definitely not in the play-in.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to make of this Nets team, to be honest, because there's just so many ifs with them. And
this isn't college ball, man. There's no like such thing as like, them go. I don't think they'd be a deep run team at all. With the amount of ifs and buts, like Nate said, on this team, KD's coming back today, so maybe what this could turn around. But I mean, from what like the
You
whole
see him as a
league is
first
seeing.
round exit?
I mean, it
can't see a
depends on
team
who
with
they're
Kevin
playing. If
Durant.
what are
I can't see
they?
a team with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving as a first round exit. I
Let's
think
say
by
it's
the time
Miami
the
or
playoff
Chicago.
rolls-
I honestly think
think-
they can beat both those teams in the first round series.
I think if by the time playoffs gets around, the New York vax rules should be out there. They're already getting more into Kyrie's favor. I think by the time we reach the playoffs, we should be seeing Kyrie playing home games. And Seth Curry, I think, was a fantastic addition to the Nets. I think he's going to be a very, very crucial player. For
Okay,
them in their
Ian,
playoffs run.
at the end when we have
I think it's a deep run.
tiers, we're gonna order them out. So let's say we'll have Brooklyn at the bottom of deep run.
Yeah, I put them at the bottom. Of
Maybe
deep
one
run.
of the worst teams. Okay, Chicago is 39 and 23, a half game out of first.
1.5.
I think they're a deep run team.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty obvious.
I'm gonna agree with you. I don't sure they've been good. They've like been a favorite to come out of the East from some people, but I don't see them really being a finals contender.
I mean, I want them to
Can I
shock
move
me.
the Celtics into first round exit?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Really? I mean, because this is a competitive East. Like one of these top 4 seeds is going to have to go into first round exit realistically. The way we're shaping up our bracket.
Leave them there for now and we'll reorder at the end.
Because I think the Bulls, I think out of the top 4 seeds, I think the Bulls are most likely to be eliminated first round.
Oh, I agree.
I love them. DeMar DeRozan, one of the best players in the league right now. They got a lot of other they got a strong cast around them. I really like the Bulls, but I just don't know. I haven't seen this team, in the playoffs before. And I don't know if they're going to be like a team that just rolls out guns blazing that can go a long, long way. Or if they're going to get, upset by a team like, I mean, right now, if the season ended, they'd be playing either the Nets or the
Brooklyn.
Raptors. They'd
Probably
probably be playing Brooklyn. So I don't know what to make of that personally.
I personally think they'd be a deep run team. I
Well,
mean,
so do I, but
they're not.
Maybe bottom
I
tier
want.
of deep run.
I'd put
Yeah.
them. I'd put a mid tier deep run.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine. Clippers, like
behind
I
that.
don't. They're playing first round exit. They're
Yeah, I think they're a first
Eighth.
round exit.
8th in the West. I don't have much to say about them.
When do we
Didn't
know?
see them
when-
live.
when's
They didn't
Kawhi
wow me
coming
at all.
back?
What?
When's Kawhi back?
I don't think he's coming back, man.
Barely,
Not this
barely
season?
for the playoffs.
Jeez, that's brutal. This team, the Clippers, I really liked their team this year. They've had Paul George and Kawhi is a great one.
Paul George
too.
has faced like 5 setbacks in recovery.
I know that's concerning, but yeah. I think
Hornets, I think just go in the same tier as the Clippers. They're
Yeah,
8th
first
in
round
the
exit.
East.
But I do like that Hornets might be one of the more fun teams in the NBA.
Hornets,
for sure.
Hornets will be in the play-in, and I think they escape the play-in. I think it'll be them and the Nets to come out of the East.
I think
Finals.
they'd first
Yeah.
round. I think they'd be a first round exit.
and then their first round exit, but they still escape the play-in.
Yeah.
The Cavs,
Hornets are kind of giving me Grizzlies last year vibes. I think Lamelo's gonna be able to lead them out of the first round, and they got a great cast around him. Got a bunch of young players
out of the
good
play-in
vibes
or out of
going
the
in.
first round?
out of a play-in.
Okay.
Cavs, I think, is a first round exit team.
Cavs
Yeah, I
are
think they are, but they're good. But I mean, honestly, do we see them even going far in the playoffs? They've been a good regular season team. Remember, even
the Cavs
Utah's
are 1.5
good.
games away from home field advantage in the playoffs. That's ridiculous. They're still a first round exit. Too young. Garland.
Yeah, they
and
need time,
Mobley,
man.
And
Jared Allen.
Yeah, Allen.
They need time.
Maybe next
I'll
year
put 'em at the
Sexton
top
comes
of
back
plan.
healthy. They get I think they have another pick in the first round. Maybe.
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay, next, the Nuggets. I think that the Nuggets could be a second round exit. So I'd put them in deep run, but low tier deep. run.
Bottom of deep run. when
Bottom
they
of deep
rolled it
run.
out.
I really
They're
like that
6 right
assessment.
now.
Jamal Murray, he should be back by playoffs, right?
I don't think that means anything. He got injured pretty bad, right?
Yeah, like he
ACL
wouldn't have
injury in
seen
April.
basketball in 2 years, right? Or a year and a half.
No, basketball, he tore his ACL in like April. He'll be back probably in April. If you MPJ as well, if he can come back
Oh, he
strong,
missed a season and a half.
I'll put him in deep run. I think that's a fair
Rockets,
assessment.
tank.
Yeah, I
It's-
mean, I think
yeah.
it's a shame that players like John Wall are having their their careers kind of being on the down note on a pretty crappy team.
It's Houston.
Yeah.
Next, okay. All right, guys. But before you guys get your shots in, let me at least. I just want to talk first,
Mhm.
just before you guys get your shots in. I don't think that the Lakers are a finals contender. I don't think that they're a first round exit either. Look, I think that they go to the play-in. I don't think anyone it looks forward to facing LeBron in the playoffs. I don't think any player ever does that. And Anthony Davis, I got nothing to say there. I'd put him at very bottom, like last in the deep run, because I think there'll be a second round exit.
Here's what I have to say. I attended the Lakers game last week,
Bro,
and it's insane to see LeBron, Carmelo Anthony, and Dwight Howard all play on one team. If someone had told me that in like 2017, I would have gone crazy.
And add 18 Russell Westbrook to that list, dude.
Oh my
like,
God, yeah.
holy
There's a
shit.
bit, yeah. As much as I agree with Ion that I don't think a team wants to face him in the first round, I don't know if they can beat the Lakers or I don't know if the Lakers can beat the Warriors or the Suns.
I
And
think they
that's
can
what
beat the
they're gonna have
Warriors,
to
not the
play.
Suns.
They definitely can't beat the Suns. I agree with Ion. I want to put them last on deep run or first on first round exit.
I like the sound of them being first round exit. And
I
I
agree.
like, keep in mind, I was the only person on the show that had the Lakers as in the finals. I was really high on them. I felt good about, LeBron and AD coming back and, adding Russell Westbrook. That I had high hopes for, and they've just been disappointing. AD's been struggling with injuries the last 2 years now. And I think that's concerning if you're a Lakers fan. I mean, you're going to have to deal with this guy for another couple years. It's a concern if you're as Lakers fans, and Russell Westbrook can be very inconsistent at times. So I think I will put him first round exit. But if you guys both want him in deep run,
No, we'll put him top of first round exit.
Okay,
Bucks are a finals contender.
Yeah, that's easy. No comment.
that is our first. That is our first finals contender right there. Let me figure this out.
Miami's okay. I mean, Bucks like there's not that much to say. Not a lot has changed from the team that won the finals last year.
And it's Giannis. I put the Heat in the deep run. Probably, honestly,
Heat have a number one seed.
Yeah, but I put him in deep run. They're not beating the
I'll put him
Bucks.
at top of deep run.
Yeah, I put him at top of deep run too.
It's a fun team. I mean, the Heat obviously went to the finals in 2020, the bubble, and they've gotten better. They got Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Hero. They've progressed as players, and you still got Wham Bam, thank you, man, Adebayo. Like
I love. Okay, I don't know about you guys. I love watching Kyle Lowry play, man.
Seeing it from behind, like it's great player.
No, man, I don't look at the basketball when I don't look at the way he plays basketball. I just like watching him play. Okay. All right, next, the Mavericks
5 right now. I don't know. I don't really see them making a deep run.
I see them making a deep run. I don't think they go out first round. I don't think they go out first round, dude. I think they go out second round. I put them at low tier.
Luka more help to put him. I think they need to get more help to Luka to make him a deep run. I don't think Dinwiddie is enough for that team. I got him at first round exit.
Above the Lakers, obviously.
I put him beneath the Lakers.
But their road's so much clearer, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's what worries me about the Lakers. But no, we'll put them one behind the Lakers. Pelicans, definition of it. Next year, McCollum and Zion. We'll see what happens. I have nothing to say. Knicks.
Yeah, I think after we get done with this, we can talk about about the Zion situation because
Knicks are mid.
It's a little
toss them
interesting.
in the same.
Knicks are mid.
Put them in mid because they already tanked. They have all the draft picks they need. Magic.
They're ready to go.
Discussion. Blazers. Like I don't like they have Suggs. They're gonna have another. They're okay. Put it. They're mid tank right now. So we've mid tank. Blazers are mid.
Yeah, put them top of tank. Yeah,
Top of
Yeah.
tank. Blazers.
Blazers are mid and like very mid. So
I'd put them
Middle
right
of
about
mid.
I
here
put them ahead of the Knicks.
just because of Dame.
Yeah, Damian Lillard is still there.
Dame's enough
Going
around, yeah,
forward,
that's
I
fine.
have the Knicks ahead of them.
Pacers mid. Oh wait, no, Pacers.
No. Pacers,
Pacers
are
are
mid.
in the
Yes, they're
play-in right
22 and
now.
42. They are
Oh,
10
never
games
mind.
away from making the playoffs.
Oh,
They're-
dude,
but-
they're
You know, they
bottom
all-
mid.
you can't put them in tank because you know they got Halliburton. They'll
No,
probably have
yeah,
a
they're not
decently high
tank.
pick this year.
They're
they're
bottom
above
tier
OKC.
I definitely put them behind. Do I put them behind OKC?
I do. Actually, no, I don't. I put them above.
They
OKC.
they have Reese, they have Turner.
Yeah,
have
they
some talent.
got some nice pieces. Detroit.
Pistons, are they in the plane right now? No,
No,
they're
they
tank.
are,
They're tank. They're tank.
But I'd probably put them top of tank.
Sacramento don't deserve to be in the NBA.
They do
get
not. They're
punished.
so bad.
They're just not. They're not in.
just put them bottom tank. I put them.
But they
below
have
the-
Demontis.
I put them
Sabonis.
above the Rockets.
What
I
are
put
they
them
doing?
above the Rockets, below the
I
Magic.
that was the most confusing thing ever. Why trade Tyrese Halliburton, who was averaging like 16 points since the new year, for a big man who's already established in the league? Like,
It's
if the Pacers are going to trade,
Sacramento.
if the Pacers wanted to trade Sabonis, trade him to a playoff team that needs him. The Kings, he's no use for the Kings in Sacramento at all.
Phoenix, obviously, finals contender.
Finals
And
contender.
I think you put him at the top.
Yeah, I put them at the top. I think it's gonna be a finals rematch.
Sacramento. San Antonio is mid, but high on the mid.
I'd put them above the Pelicans, honestly, because DeJounte Murray is
Yeah.
crazy.
What like the Pelicans are in the play-in right now. Just
I'll put-
just
Oh,
thought.
that is valid. So, but
Portland-
it's competitive. It's a competitive playing around. I don't know.
They don't deserve to be in the plan, so they're going in mid. Is
Yeah.
pretty much what I have to say about it.
That's facts.
Yeah. Okay.
We have a spot. We have an Eastern spot to fill in the finals contender position.
I think it goes to Philly.
I think it goes to Philly.
No, it does not.
I think it does, dude.
You wanna
Come
give it to
on, we're
Brooklyn?
overrating the absolute hell out of James Harden and
Brooklyn
Joel
or
Embiid.
Philly, Ion? Your choice.
I'd put them the top, very top of deep run. They
We're
have a
putting five
chance.
teams in finals contender.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Put them low finals contender.
Bottom of finals contender. I
Yeah.
agree.
Dude, I was watching him play. Like, it is like Embiid and Harden together is so scary for the league. You're drawing fouls nonstop. You send them to the line. You get them in the bonus early. That's not good in the playoffs. You don't want to get in the bonus in the playoffs. And I Harden and Embiid, they haven't made the finals before, but they're going to come out hungry. I mean, I feel like this is probably the best shots that they've had in both of that. This is probably, I'm not going to say it's the best shot in Harden's career, but I think this could be the best shot for Harden throughout the rest of his career. And I'm going to say the same for Embiid, unless
Yeah,
Embiid
okay.
wants to be a ring chaser. So I think this is the Sixers' year. If Embiid and Harden are going to make the finals, they're going to have to do it together. It's either going to have to be this year or next year, and then
Yeah, the
that's
time
the
is
big
now.
question.
The Sixers have been
The process has been based like you can't do any more.
The process has been
processing.
imperfect, but not impossible.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's what it is. Toronto, I put them.
Toronto below the Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Utah, I put them deep run.
Bottom of deep.
Bottom of deep run, very bottom. They're a regular season.
Above the Nuggets.
No, Jokic, no. I put him below the
Jokic
Nuggets.
is-
Donovan, dude.
No, Jokic, bro. Jokic is an MVP contender.
He probably is.
Playoff Donovan's different breed.
Playoff Donovan's different.
Yeah,
breed.
but playoff
But
Jazz are a
Jokic-
different
Jokic-
breed of shit.
Jokic was pretty nice in the playoffs for the Nuggets.
Yeah, they
I-
were.
I-
Yeah,
I
he
like-
was. He was
I
very
like-
valuable.
And I think if Jamal Murray can play like he did in the bubble, then yeah, I like the Nuggets.
I put him
Uh,
above the Jazz, but it's fine now.
Warriors are finals contenders. fine.
No, they're not.
I think
They're
They're below
below
Philly. They're
Philly.
below Philly. They're
very
below Philly.
competitive with Philly. I'll
No,
put them
they're
above.
not. They're
No,
below
no,
Philly.
no. We're giving it to you that they're in the finals contender conversation. Put
Put them
below.
below Philly, buddy.
Okay, can I talk like we let Ion talk about them as a team. I want to talk about a lot about his team. I want to talk about my team. I think full strength Warriors is I think you could put them up with the Bucks and the Suns very easy.
Suns in 5.
The Warriors right now, I think you might even make an argument for them being like near the middle to the bottom of the deep run. I'm just going off of knowing that Draymond will be back. And this team plays like the thing about the Warriors is that they haven't been playing good defense the last couple of weeks. Once you get Draymond back, defense starts playing well. The Warriors, when they're playing good defense, they play good offense. So once you get Draymond back, defense will get back, offense should get back. I think, Kerr, he hasn't had the greatest season as coach, but I think he should turn it around. And I think, our Curry's shooting slump, that's the big question. Can he get out of it? And I think, he should be able to, because shooters shoot, and eventually he's just going to start hitting them. So I do think you have to put him as a finals contender underneath the Bucks and the Suns, but above the
Dude, they're
Sixers.
underneath Philly. Come
They're
on.
underneath Philly. All your
Weren't you guys?
points stand.
You were just calling Philly a deep run contender. You weren't even saying they were a finals.
Yeah, and
run.
I'm calling
now-
Golden State a deep run contender too. But if we're putting them in finals, if you put Philly in finals contender, we put Golden State in there, sure. But I put them below Philly. Come on, Philly's still better than Golden State.
I take Philly right now, but I take Golden State in the final series.
But it's about like path too. Yeah, what's Golden State's path?
I'd say the conferences this year are very even. I think both teams in both conferences have a very hard path. The Warriors path right now,
path
they'll
in
probably have to
theory
play
would be like
Good.
Timberwolves.
or Clippers realistically.
I think Lakers and Timberwolves escape the play-in.
Yeah, I like that. So it's probably going to be the Timberwolves, and the Warriors can beat the Timberwolves in a 7-game series. I think second round you'll be looking at either the Grizzlies or the Nuggets. But Nuggets could be the Mavericks, Grizzlies. I think they're going to stay as a 3 seed. And I think the Grizzlies have been
Golden
a
State could
bogey
fall
team.
to the 3 seed. Just a thought. It's a half game. One of those.
It is
teams
a half
done very
game,
well.
but like that's a very similar path to the finals.
Golden
Instead of
State's also
having to go
really
through-
inconsistent at times.
Yes, that
The
is.
Grizzlies don't play a team above 500 until March 23rd.
Damn.
That's an interesting. I mean, I do like maybe I could see Memphis taking the.
Never mind. The
seed.
Nets are 500. They don't play. They play one team 500. They play one team above 500 until April. Just a thought.
I still put Golden State below Philly.
No, okay. Warriors can stay there for now. We can just round out the order at the end. I'm with you that I think they're below Philly. Washington's mid.
All right, fine. Washington is mid, yes. I
Top
put
of
them.
mid,
I put
top
them
of
above.
mid. They're one game away from the plan.
I put them above.
Maybe put them like right here,
yeah,
in between the Knicks and the
yeah.
Blazers. Okay,
Memphis
Grizzlies
is.
are in deep run.
I'm putting Memphis like top of the deep run in the West. I think I put them
Timberwolves
right about here.
above the Raptors for sure, at the minimum.
At the minimum, yeah, I'll give you that.
They're above the
you
Raptors.
could
They're
put
not
them-
above the Celtics.
I think this is
They
kind of
are
like
not
an
above the
iffy
Celtics,
area.
man.
They're young, baby.
They're young.
Hungry.
That means they're inexperienced.
Townsy needs it.
I think this is okay. Let's go through it again. Starting with finals contender, or actually, let's start at the bottom. Going
Let's
at
start
tank.
from the top. It's a little bit easier to sort
Yeah.
of rank them from.
All right. So
It will get confusing when we get to the top. I feel if we're going up. Okay.
yeah, okay.
Phoenix
So
1,
yeah,
Bucks 2,
I like that.
Golden
Philly
State goes to
3.
4. Philly's at 3.
Philly's at 3.
You
It's
guys
just
were
a
just
vote.
you two were just disrespecting Philly. I was the one.
I
defending
know
Philly
it.
out
Only
here.
Ian was disrespecting Philly.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
I did, and I
disrespecting Philly.
disrespect
I'm
Golden.
putting the
I
Golden
would,
State over ahead of him.
I would disrespect that. Just because I disrespect Philly doesn't mean that I think that Golden State is better than them. Because I don't.
I like Philly, man.
I'm not saying I like Philly. If it was me making this, I'd put only the Bucks and the Suns at finals contender. I'd put Golden State and Philly at the top of deep run, above the Heat. If it was me making this,
You
that's
think the finals is set, Bucks?
I think the finals is gonna be Bucks Phoenix.
I do too, but we'll leave it at this.
All right, fine.
No. We're not leaving it at this. We're putting Philly above Golden State. You lost
Hell
the voting.
no. Hell no.
It's a vote.
Okay, we tie him. Well, we'll tie him.
Fine.
We'll tie him.
Sure.
Just for you, Nate.
No,
What
fine.
time?
Have your ego push. Put him at 3. First round exit to the Wolves. Take it to the bank. Okay. I say Nets have to be 1 here.
Realistically, if you had to put one of these, I'm not including the Jazz or the Nuggets. If you had to put one of these 4 teams as the 5th team in finals contender, who would it be?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
No, because here's why. Either Brooklyn should be in finals contender or first round exit. Because if they get past whatever, like the Bulls or Heat, I think it may be a cruise from there. And then like theoretically, we're saying if you're in the Eastern
It's
Conference
not a
Finals,
cruise if you have to go through. It's not a cruise. if
you're
you
a
have to go through-
contender. Either they'll go through either Brooklyn or Philly, and that'll be in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? And if you've made it to that, you're like a contender for the finals. If you're a Final Four team, more likely than the Bulls.
Okay, I just realized something.
Or the Heat, or we put the Heat, and I don't have a problem with that at all.
Here's
Sorry.
probably one of the harder questions I'm going to ask today. Miami, Brooklyn, Chicago, Philly, Milwaukee. One of these 5 teams is going to have to be eliminated in the first round.
Chicago.
Who is it?
Chicago.
Wait, read them out again. Just the first 4
Milwaukee,
teams in deep
7,
run?
Philadelphia, Miami, Brooklyn, and Chicago. One of these 5 teams is eliminated first round.
Chicago.
I really hate saying Chicago, man. I love DeMar DeRozan, and I love that team.
Yeah, I think it has to be Chicago. And by that reasoning, then they have to be in first round exit. They can't be in deep run.
But
By
you just said
that reasoning. By that reasoning.
they have a
Unless,
chance.
you want to have, they do have a chance. Of course they have a chance. Every team has a chance.
Then we need to put the Jazz in first round exit too, because they always are first round exits.
Okay, then yeah, I guess, Jazz, Nuggets.
But okay, fine. Then I put Chicago.
Do they have a chance at making some sort of a deep run?
Okay.
They
well,
have
then
a chance at it. They have a better
counter-
chance at it than the Lakers.
I
and the
counter and
Mavericks.
saying the Lakers do. I counter and say, the Mavs do just off of Luka alone. I counter and say that the Celtics do.
Okay,
I
no,
think
no,
Trae
no,
Young
no,
could
no,
recreate
no,
what
no.
he did last year.
Nah,
Like-
dude. All right, first off, I want to address one thing for the Celtics. I think they're above the Cavs. First off, we need to change that.
I like that. I agree with you on that.
And second off, I think that you cannot base it strictly off Luka for the Mavericks. And even I think that Chicago is above LA and Utah, and they're at the top of play-in first round exit. Because honestly, we shouldn't even be putting them in that category. They're the what, the 4 seed? They're a lock.
2 seed.
3
Chicago
seed.
is a 2 seed.
They're the 2. They're a lock.
For what? They're playing Brooklyn.
They have to play Brooklyn. The way the playoffs are shaping out, unless Brooklyn somehow,
Chokes the
5
play
games
in,
on the
and then sure, they
Celtics.
cruise.
Or they game 5 games on the Celtics if they just have a crazy, which I don't think they will. I think
come
there's so
playoff
many
time, they could
question
have that
marks
5 game
surrounding
thing.
it. Could that's such the
I put it
hard
okay,
thing
fine.
about the play-in.
I put them at top of play in first round exit. I put them at the very top.
The Bulls, I agree.
Chicago.
Yes,
I
Chicago.
hate to do it to them.
Okay.
And then okay. Who do we move up? I feel like it's Miami or Brooklyn. No, let's go Miami.
Add Memphis into that conversation.
Miami.
No.
Someone respect on
No,
Memphis.
We can't. I'm not putting any respect on. We have enough respect on Memphis.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
I realize what I'm saying there. I think Memphis is giving off regular season team vibes right now.
Yeah, they are. And I like them and all. They're a very entertaining team, but they're a Showtime team.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Give it to Miami. Miami's shown the consistency and the depth to do it that we have not seen.
Brooklyn shows KD and Kyrie, though.
And Seth,
I don't care about Seth.
Bruce Brown, Nicholas Claxton.
I
So
don't
we're saying
know.
Miami. It's
We're saying
tough. That's
Miami.
tough. That's gonna be one hell of, like, the Eastern Conference this year is gonna be so fun in the playoffs.
That's gonna be such a good first round series. Either Nets Heat or Nets Bulls.
I put Miami.
Agreed.
Okay. I'll give you guys
Honestly,
that.
I say we put both and
No,
tie them.
They can only be 5. There can only be 5.
Why?
How many teams do you think are really contending for the finals?
Actually,
maybe
I think
4.
I
don't
there's
think
two.
really either of these teams are really contending for the finals.
Yeah, I put him at deep
I
run,
think
man.
you always have to put KD, Kyrie, and
Okay,
as
sure.
contenders for the finals.
Lock in Brooklyn there. And
I'll put Brooklyn above Miami in the
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know if
and
Keep it like
just
that.
because of the path. If
I
there's
think
no
runs
play-in,
correctly ordered.
I think now it's
No
good.
play-in, if there's no play-in, I'd put Brooklyn in finals contender. But
I
like
agree.
play-ins just rest in one game on your playoffs.
You always have a
chances. So,
chance
yeah,
to fluke
exactly.
elimination.
Exactly. I mean, March Madness proves that every year. Are we happy with this?
I'm happy. No, I want to move the Hornets up
I want to move the Hornets up
above
as
the
well.
Raptors because I think the Hornets beat the Raptors come playing time.
And I also want to put Atlanta above. No. Okay. Can we
One
put- can we
game,
put-
I'm not sure. Clippers. Yeah, put them above Atlanta. Atlanta was a little too soon last year,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Are we happy with this?
Yeah.
Timberwolves sitting very middle. Actually, maybe exactly middle.
I think I put the Timberwolves below Charlotte.
Cap. No.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Charlotte's playing the Raptors. We're playing the Pelicans.
Actually, yeah. I think this is good.
I like this.
Solid.
I think this is
Good
very
team
solid.
effort. I think this is where I think this is where we stop.
So do I.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We do have some news. We may be doing a transition from YouTube over to Spotify podcasts. We're going to hit you up on Instagram to let you guys know about any different news and where any changes on our platforms whatsoever. We'll always keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for listening again. From me, Ayan Shah, Nate Martin, Kieran Costa, this has been the Big Three Sports Talk Show.